Hello, Kerich. Good morning. How are you? We are discussing about the formal invitations. So, how to draft formal invitation? That is what we have been discussing. So, today we are going to see some more examples of formal invitations, and at the same time, today we'll also cover how to draft informal invitation, which is quite easy. But remember that you have to become familiar with standard expressions. And the example that we are going to see is a very important example. Today we'll take up that example. So let's read the question at first. You are a student of Newton Public School, Nagpur. The school is holding its annual function on Saturday, the 15th November 2021 at 11 a.m. The HRD minister is Dr. M. Joshi, who has consented to be the chief guest. Design an invitation card to be sent to the parents and other invitees. Do not exceed 50 words. Now, what do we call Human Resource Development Minister now? We call him Education Minister. Okay, what do we call him? We call him as Education Minister. Well, let's go to this question now. And who is Education Minister now? Ramesh Pokhriyal. Well, now he is going to be the chief guest. Now here the name is, which is given here, HRD Minister, it is given here. Now it's a Minister for Education, Government of India. Well, we just want to become familiar with the expression that is used here. So let's go to this example, and whatever is given there, that you can make use of it. When you are drafting informal, it's a formal invitation. So remember here, it's a formal invitation. The language has to be formal. Now what will you write on the top? The principal, staff and students of. You have seen many examples where the name of the host is written at the beginning. If there's a birthday party, the parents, they name Mr. and Mrs. Joshi. If it's of the school, if the school is organizing, then the principal, staff and students of, or the principal and staff of Newton Public School, Nagpur, name of the school. Solicit the pleasure of your company. Request your gracious presence or solicit the pleasure of your company on the auspicious occasion of the annual function of their school. See what is most important, the annual function. And you can see here that is what is highlighted. Different font sizes, yes. Name of the school is highlighted. And the occasion that is highlighted. And what is the occasion? Annual function of the school at then time, date, yes, and where it is going to be held. 11 a.m. on Saturday, the 15th November 2021. Now, of their school, so naturally it will be in the school itself. So that's why they are not mentioned about the place. So, but you can mention about the auditorium where it is going to be held. Now, who is going to be chief guest? His name can be mentioned there. So, will be the chief guest and HRD minister, or presently it's called Minister for Education, Government of India will be the chief guest, and give away the and he will give away the prizes to the students. Chief guest who will give away the prizes to the students, right? RSVP, please respond. Principal, Newton Public School, Nagpur, phone number or email ID, all that you can mention there. I hope you understood this. What is very important? The host or the principal here, if it's a school, the name of the school and standard expression. Solicit the pleasure of your company. on the auspicious occasion. You see the way it is presented, the way it is written, the kind of format that is used. Follow this. Remember this. Very important one. Okay. So remember this. This is the way it has to be followed. So look at this, how it is to be done, and that invitation. You can put it in a box. Okay. Remember that you should not exceed 50 words. I hope you have got it. How to draft it. How to draft formal invitation. And you are designing an invitation card and which is to be sent to parents and other invitees. Okay, let's go to the next question now. You are Anupama Joshi, the secretary of the Old Students Association, Maria Public School, Jorat. The 25th alumni meet will be held on Sunday, the 28th, 2021 at 8 p.m. at Hotel Kanishka, Zorat. Write invitation letters to invite the old students of the school to attend the meet. Now they are asked to draft invitation letter. Invitation card different, now here invitation letter. So that's why it has to be in the form of a letter, and this will be informal one. Okay, old students association, then date is written, subject, because here what you have to do, you have to write a letter, and this will be, yes, okay, you have to write in the form of a letter only if they have asked you to write a letter. So dear alumnus, with immense pleasure we would like to inform and invite you to the 25th alumni meet to be held at the Hotel Karishka, Zorat on 28th September 2021. Let's get together to reminisce old times and talk about the future. Kindly assemble at 8 p.m. in the banquet hall for a get together, dance, and dinner party when we shall relive the golden moments. Please confirm your seats by sending rupees 500 to the undersigned. Anupama Joshi, Secretary. So, Alumni Association now it's sending yes letters to all the alumnus, to all alumni for their meet. Okay, so let's go to the next. Remember that it is just like a informal one, but formal language has to be used. Now you are Saroj Gogoi, the head boy of Lotus Public School, Gurgaon. Your school is holding an inter-school T20 cricket championship from 2nd October to 8th October 2021. Write a formal invitation to Sri M.S. Bedi, the legendary cricketer, to inaugurate the championship. So you are going to invite him. So what will be the form? Remember here, you are not inviting for the function, but you are inviting him. Yes, maybe to be chief guest, maybe to be a judge. For that sake, you are inviting him. So in that case, you have to draft a letter. So if you have to draft a letter, the format of the letter should be format of official letter. So the address, then subject has to be written. So the way subject is written, you can go through that. Inauguration of cricket championship. Remember, when you are writing subject, don't write very long. Write short. What you want to convey, that should convey it. Okay. So in the case of invitation, you have to see what kind of situation it is. If you are inviting a judge, or if you are inviting a legendary person to be the chief guest, then you have to draft a letter. That you have to keep it in mind. But if it's an invitation or invitation card you are designing, then in that case you have to follow that kind of format. But usually they will be asking you to follow the format which is there in the card. Well, your subject inauguration of cricket championship, but you have to keep it in mind whom you are inviting. Sir, we are pleased to inform you that our school is, so it is not for public, it's for particular person. So we are pleased to inform you that our school is holding an inter-school T20 cricket championship from 2nd October to 8th October 2021. All the schools of the area are likely to participate. Your presence in our midst will act as a stimulant and inspire us. You are requested to inaugurate the championship. So you are calling him as a chief guest and you are asking him to inaugurate the championship on 2nd October 2021 at 10 a.m. in our school premises. Kindly confirm your availability by 30th September. Yours faithfully, Saroj Gogoi, head boy. I hope you have got it now. You are inviting him as chief guest. He is going to inaugurate the championship. In that case, you have to draft a letter. So when to draft a letter and when to draft the invitation card, that you have to keep it in mind. Okay, so let's go to informal invitation. And informal invitation, it will be always in the form of a letter. So let's go to informal invitation. Main characteristics of informal invitations. Informal invitations follow the pattern of ordinary personal letter. So similar kind of format we have seen in the case of a letter if you are inviting a chief guest. So similar kind of pattern you have to follow, and it is easier if it's an informal invitation because you are following the format of a letter. These letters are written to relatives, friends and acquaintances. Okay, so these letters are first or second person presentations. Personal feelings and emotions find an expression. The writer's address is given in the usual place. The salutation is usually dear plus name. The date of writing is given, but the year is generally omitted. That is not required there. The style and tone are relaxed and informal. The style with which you write, it has to be informal. The kind of language that you use, it has to be informal because you are inviting whom? You are inviting those who are quite close to you. Dear and near ones, you are inviting them. So if you are inviting your friends, then how you should draft a letter? It has to be a personal letter. So the pattern is ordinary personal letter. Remember that. And the style and tone, the style of the letter, it has to be very informal. The language that you use, it has to be informal. The tone that you use in the letter, it has to be informal. Different tenses are used as the sense demands, as the situation demands. The complementary clause is yours for affectionately, or you can write yours lovingly. So, what complementary clause you are using when you are writing personal letter? Same thing you can use in the case of informal invitation. Okay, so let's go further and let's see some of the examples of this. Okay, let's go to see the examples of informal invitation, which is just like a personal letter. Now, Rohan has got success in CBSE PMT. He wants to celebrate his admission to Shivaji Medical College, Nagpur by throwing a party. So, he is going to have a party and he is going to invite his friends. Write an informal invitation giving details of venue, time, and date. Do not exceed 50 words. So, it's a personal letter. So, at first, you address, then date. Then dear, you should write down, dear Varun, it should be written like this. And then write details about that. So you will be glad to learn that I have secured 80th rank in the CBSE PMT competition. I have got admission in a prestigious institution, Shivaji College, Nagpur. I want to share a few happy moments of my life in the company of my old friends at a dinner in the Hotel Kanishka at 9. Old mates means wrong. It should be mates or old friends at 9 p.m. on 23rd July 2021. Please join the celebrations and merrymaking. Yours truly, yours lovingly. Your loving friend, you can write that because he's writing to whom? He's inviting his friends. So therefore, you can write yours lovingly, your loving friend. Similar, you can write like that. So let's go to another letter. Your parents have completed 25 years of happy married life. So silver jubilee celebration of your parents' marriage anniversary. Okay. Invite your aunt living in Jaipur to join you in the silver jubilee celebration of their marriage at your residence. You are Parthasarthi. So at first the address Mangalore 25th March 2021. Then after that what is to be returned? The date has to be returned. Then respected aunt. See here you will not write subject because it's a personal letter. It's a very informal letter. And whom you are writing? You are inviting your aunt. Okay, so respected aunt, dear aunt, you can write that. Dear aunt, you can write, and you can start writing that. I'm glad to inform you that my parents, Shri R.S. Sen and Srimati Aparjita Sen, have completed their 25 years of happy, prosperous, and eventful married life this month. It is my pleasure to invite you to the 25th anniversary party on 5th May 2021 at our residence. It is a humble effort to bring the friends and family together and join in the couple's moments of happiness. So you see the kind of language that is used, very informal kind of language that is used. So keep that in the mind, the format that is used, the pattern of the letter, which is a pattern of ordinary personal letter. Okay. Then you are ending this letter with do join us on this auspicious day. And before that, you have mentioned when that party is going to be, who all are invited in that particular party. And that's why at the end, the complimentary closes yours lovingly. You are writing to your aunt. So you can write yours affectionately or you can write yours lovingly. For friends, you can write your loving friend. And for aunt, you can write yours lovingly or yours affectionately. And at the end, write your name. You got it now? At first, address, the pattern of the ordinary personal letter. Address, then date, then dear aunt. Okay, rather than writing respected aunt, it's better if you write dear aunt. That sounds better. Not respected aunt. Okay, respected sir, you can write, but it's a better to write dear aunt and then write few lines. And remember that in the case of this question, short composition, you have to write within how many words? 50 words. Whatever you are drafting, you have to draft in 50 words. So let's go to the next. Let's see the last example, which is of informal invitation. We have seen today formal invitation. Then if the formal invitations are there in the form of letter, that also we have seen. And now last example of informal invitation we are taking up. You are Atul Gupta. You are opening a new branch of your business house, Moonlight Furnishings at C31 Ansal Plaza, Delhi. So address is given there. You have to write the address and you can write in one line or you can write in two lines, no problem. So 2473D Model Town. After that you can write New Delhi. There's no need to write an entire thing in one line. Okay. So rather than writing all together, it's a better if you write that and then after the address you leave one line and then you write the date. Write an invitation to your uncle to attend the inauguration ceremony and bless you. Okay, here you write 2473 D, comma, model town. After that, what should be there? New Delhi, it should be written down. Okay, you write New Delhi down, then you leave one line, then you write the date. This date you write after leaving one line. Okay, after the date, 20th November. See the way the date is written, very important. 20th November 2021. Don't write XX because it is expected that the year when you are writing 2020 or 2021, you can write that. Dear uncle, leave one line after the date and write dear uncle. Here respected, it's wrong. You should write dear aunt. So similar way, dear uncle. And whom you are inviting? You are inviting to your uncle to attend the inauguration ceremony. And remember, it's an informal invitation. That is why letter to the uncle, letter to your friend, that is what we have seen here in the case of informal invitations. With the grace of God and your blessings, I am extending my business concern. A new branch of our Moonlight Furnishings will be inaugurated at C31 Ansal Plaza, Delhi on 5th December 2021 at 9 a.m. So you mention about when it is going to be there. So date, time are very, very important and name of the place, right, where it is going to be there. Please come and join the ceremony and shower your blessings on us. It's a very informal letter you are writing to your uncle, and at the end you can close it with the complimentary clause of yours lovingly, yours affectionately, rather than yours sincerely. And at the end, you write your name, Atul Gupta. Thank you. Goodbye.